there's not a whole lot, so we can, really rock and roll. And I can spend a couple minutes with each person. And so it makes it easy. All right, a couple things I want to announce real briefly is that I'll be going in 9 days to Scottsdale, Arizona again to do more teaching. Yay! I hope I get to see you. And also I'll be having appointments. Some of the appointments are already filled, and they will be filling. So if anyone's interested to go to Scottsdale, or that's already there, if you want an appointment, go to my website or just call me directly. Either way. And it's markearlix.com. And other than that, let's see, I got the appointments there. I got Healing Circle here every Tuesday, unless otherwise announced, if I'm doing something else or somewhere else, or going somewhere else. And then I have the Healing Clinic, which are very inexpensive appointments, 20-minute long appointments that you sign up for on the website. And that's called the Healing Clinic. And it's individual appointments, virtual. And then let's see what else. Let's see, I go to Philly for an apprentice training, Philadelphia. I believe it's on the 13th or something like that. And I do have 2 classes coming up, and it's on profound wisdom. One is a 4-day class, and the other one is a 2-hour class. That's on a Thursday, and I believe it is, real quickly here, I apologize. The 4-day class starts on the 12th, and it goes from 12 noon my time, Boulder, Colorado time, Mountain time, until 1:30 each day. And even if you miss a class or miss all of them, you'll still be able to see it on a private YouTube channel. And then it's a fantastic class. Many of the same people attend all the classes, which is fantastic. And then on Thursday, the 26th, I have the 2-hour class. And that's Leap into Your Profound Intuition. And that's going to be announced, if it isn't already, on the website and in the newsletter. If you sign up for that on the website, please do at markearlix.com. I don't know of anything else. Every month I offer 2 classes on various spirituality topics, and also on healing and intuition and other gifts as well. All right. Any questions, any comments before we start? Please, anything.
Just glad to be here. It just feels so natural and like
cool.
Kind of homecoming a little bit,
I know, 30 years.
We did apprentice in Des Plaines. Does that make sense? Yes.
I'm sorry, say that again.
We did the apprentice thing in Des Plaines.
Yes, at the dance building there.
At the dance building.
Yes, so I used to hold all my classes there.
Yeah,
and the Healing Circle.
Sitting out on the bench, having a little toke, and just
And the Healing Circles had anything between. Mike was there too, and the circles had anything between 50 to all the way up to 250 people.
Wow.
And once a week, all word of mouth, which was fantastic. I love that.
That was great.
The spirit really moved. And Patty's here, yay! And hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I don't know how to get my picture on.
Is there anything on the bottom left-hand corner with the red X through it?
I'm on an iPad. Oh wait, hold on. Got it.
Yay!
Okay.
Yay!
Cool hand, Luke. All right, another Chicago person: Mike, Patty, and Sherry.
Hey,
all right, cool.
Hey, Mike.
And Ruth. That's right.
Mike, if you come way up to your camera, then we can see you. I mean, we can see you a little bit now, but
he's fine.
Testing it before,
All right.
That's
okay.
Okay.
That's fine, Sherry.
You can speak in the dark.
All right. Thanks for your help, though.
Okay.
And, I know what he looks like. He, see, Mike is so handsome, he doesn't want to show himself. And that's what it is. All right. And let's see. All right, I'll tell you what, let's rock and roll now that I made all the announcements. Ruth, you're right next to me on my left. So you can go first. Tell me one thing in your body that's bugging you, and we'll work with it. Now, to let everyone know, I don't do anything emotional here. That's personal. I keep to the private appointments. That's what I forgot to mention. I have private appointments during the week or weekends, and I just let it rock and roll. And they're up to an hour-long appointment. I also have the healing clinic, our 20-minute appointments. But on the private appointments, we get to work with a lot more. And I love going into the emotional, mental perceptions, spiritual dilemmas, dramas, traumas, whatever, and physical as well. So whatever a person wants. And so just wanted to mention that. Oh, also, if you go to my website, there's a gifting tab. Please feel free to gift. It's important not only to keep us going, but also for people that are in need. And I do work with I vacillate between 1 to 2 people, and they're both incapable of holding a job. It's just not possible. And they have medical situations, and they're hungry. And so if it's within your heart, God loves it. So, and so do I. So, all right. Any questions before we start? I'm sorry, Ruth, 1 second here. Any questions at all that I can try to answer from anyone, please? Anything? Any comments, questions? Okay, let's rock and roll. Ruth, my dear friend, talk to me.
2 Tuesdays ago, you worked on my right arm because I had fallen off my bicycle.
Yes.
We're doing a trail ride from Pittsburgh to Washington, D.C. We've arrived in Washington, D.C. We're going home tomorrow. But
Cool.
in the meantime, yes, so it's better, but it's not all better. And then about 5 days after that, I had another fall. This time I landed, the yoga position, downward dog, where you have your hands down and your feet down and your butt up in the air. That was me straddling my bicycle. I landed on my hands.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Holding me up. And so my right wrist has been very sore.
Okay.
And the muscles all the way up the arm, and the elbow is stiff, and it's just, yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to work with you on that. But they do have training wheels. No, I'm kidding. All right.
I don't know that they'd fit on my bicycle.
All right, I'm kidding. So, what did the fish say when it hit a wall? Damn.
Damn.
Oh,
All right, that was bad.
Yes.
Wasn't that good, Patty?
Oh, it was the best one.
All right. Let me work with you, Ruth. Your right wrist, my left.
Your left, yes.
It will be better, and very soon, uh, if it hasn't already started to feel better. Excuse me, I am hoarse. But also realize that there was, as you know, there was what I saw was there was inflammation in there of the tissue, which also affects the bone, the movement of the bone and bones, I should say, and everything else. But it will be a lot better and stronger, uh, more than it was before.
Good.
That's all I have to say. That's all I know.
Thank you, Mark.
All right, my honor, my pleasure. Hey there, Pat. How are you? I can't hear you. Your mic's off. I can't hear you. Your microphone's off.
There, go
There you
ahead.
go.
All right. I
Welcome.
have on my right leg in the middle of my calf on the right side, I have a wound there that is very slow in healing.
Is it
and-
an open wound?
Yes. Yes, it's an open wound.
Yes, it's an open wound, and I go for wound healing, and they open it up again and drain it, and then I have to come back next week.
Yeah.
Now, I also have a
One
broken
thing,
neck, and my hands, my hands are having trouble with my broken neck. It's not working well.
okay, which is most important, the wound?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this may sound really, really crazy to you. Is that your daughter there, hon?
Yes.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
What I'd like to talk with you for a second.
Oh,
And
yeah.
oh, there you go. All right. This may sound nutty to you. And I'm not prescribing, I don't diagnose, and I don't tell anyone they're healed. I let people tell me what's happened with them since working with them. So I let people tell me the results of things. If I see someone getting stronger in something in the muscles or whatever, I'll mention that. But if you can take a packet, this is just a suggestion, I'm not telling you what to do. If you can take a packet of sugar, granulated sugar, and put it in the wound, the open wound, you'll see, to my understanding, I'm not going to make any claims, to my understanding, that if you can do that within a couple times a day, the wound itself, when the sugar goes in, it'll melt the sugar and the wound will heal real quickly. Very quickly. It'll
Okay.
close.
Interesting. All right. What about my neck? What do I do with that? Because it's making my hands numb.
Okay. All right, hon. What I'd like to do, I'm gonna work with your neck, okay?
Okay.
You may sense something happening or you may not. The ones that do feel something happening need to. The ones that don't need to. It's very simple. The ones that need to will feel something. The ones that don't need to. So don't worry if you don't.
Okay.
And don't think that anything is not happening, because something is always happening.
Yes.
Those are the other people.
Mm.
Do you feel something happening, hon?
I'm relaxing it, yes. It's relaxing.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
1 second, 1 minute. Almost done here. Can you move your hand a little bit and tell me if you notice any difference? Be candid.
They're tight. They're numb. Oh,
Okay,
now they're loosening up. I'm moving them back and forth. Now they're loosening up, but they were numb there for a while.
okay. Do they feel any different than before before you came here?
No, about the same.
All right, let's see what transpires. And are you used to having them loose like they were?
What? Repeat?
Are you
Go on.
yeah. Are you used to having them this loose, or are they always tight?
They're not always tight. They just
Okay.
started really acting up, and I had trouble making my fingers work at first. So I was trying to operate different things to make my fingers work.
Sure. Okay. Do you notice a difference in the way it feels compared to, say, 5 minutes ago? Or is it the same or worse or better?
No, they sort of froze up at the beginning when you were working on my neck. But
Okay. All right. And last question, do you notice a difference in your neck in the way that it feels?
yes, it feels more relaxed.
Okay, let's see what transpires from this, hon.
Mm.
Okay.
All right. And-
Also, Mark, just to let you know, this is my mom and my sister.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And my mom, she also has arthritis, like nodules on her fingers, and it's hard for her to move her hands.
Sure. And all right, let's see what transpires if there's an ease now. And it happens more often. Good. And with the neck as well. Good. Excellent. I really appreciate your family coming along. I'm grateful. Lovely,
Thank you.
lovely.
And also, this is up to my sister whether she wants to mention anything or not.
That's wonderful.
Do you want any healing, Brandy?
I'm good for right now. Thank you.
Oh, sure, no problem. No problem. All right, Shania, what about you? Anyone thing in particular you'd like me to work with?
Let's see. You know, I think we maybe all have blocks as to what we think should be healed. So like for me, I don't really feel like I have anything.
Okay,
Except I know, you did help me out with this before, is I have a bit of a tremor in my hand. And it is more active when I'm in an anxious manner, you know.
sure.
So I don't know, but it's supposed to be, they said it's an essential tremor, but yeah, most of the time I'm okay, but
Okay.
sometimes it acts up.
Yeah, going back to your mom for a second, with if you want to try the sugar, I understand it works with the opened wound.
Mm-hmm.
All
Within
right. Thank you.
within 2 days' time,
Within 2 days' time?
you'll
Okay.
notice a closing of the wound. That's what I'm suggesting. I'm not going to make any claims for that. I know nothing medically. Honest to God, I don't. But
Okay, thank you.
Sure. My pleasure.
All right. I appreciate it.
All right.
And also, Mark, one other thing.
Sure.
If you have any intuitive messages for me, those are great too.
I'm not there. I'm not there. If I'm working with a person, something comes up, I'll express it.
Yeah,
And-
last time you told me that an angst would probably dissipate or resolve itself within a few months.
And
I-
and you were able to relate to that?
I'm still trying to figure out which angst that is.
Okay, it will happen. And it's the common understandings within ourselves that create anxiety, worry, or fear in some way or another, subtle or dramatic. All right, that's fine. No problem.
All right. You are appreciated. Thank you.
So are you. I appreciate you. Thank you very
right.
much for being here. And Nini, please, my dear friend.
Hi, Mark. Oh, today just a blessing, please.
You got it.
Thank you.
Gladly. You got it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Mike, my dear friend. Anything in
Mark.
particular? Hey,
No, just a generalized blessing, I guess.
you got it.
Thank you.
And how's your back?
It's, you got rid of about 70% of what was there, the massages, and I took some supplements. It got rid of everything but about 5%. And now I can't get rid of that. I think it's the core. And and if I'm cooking or something, it starts bothering me. And I can't work out my upper body because I don't want to screw it up.
Sure.
If you want to work on that, that'd be great.
All righty. All right, my friend. Blessings to you.
Thank
And everyone, please understand, when I work with people, approximately, I can't give an exact, it's not possible. Approximately 50% of the people will notice something most immediately. And another, say, hypothetically, 25% of the people will experience something within the next 24, 48 hours, a change in their life, whether it be healing or a change to create the healing. And another 25% will notice something walking down the street 2 weeks or 2 months later saying, oh my God, when did this leave me? I've had it for 25, 50 years. And so I never know. I pretty much leave it to the old man or old woman upstairs. And I just say, take over, boss. and sometimes it'll show me stuff or have me work with a person in a different way or whatever. Any questions about that? I can try to answer anything, anyone. Everyone is unique. What I go for is the change, and that's what's most important. Whether it be, you may think that it's a physiological or biological, neurological change. It may be something that's causing that. Not with all situations, but I let the old man or woman upstairs take over, which is really within us, in my understanding. All right. Let's go to Sherry. Hey, Sherry. Anything in
Okay.
particular, my dear? Name one thing,
Okay.
please.
I have something else to show you. I think maybe you can see that I'm going to hold it way up to the camera.
Not for too long.
Look,
What
this-
is? I can't read that.
this is
Can you tell me
your-
what it is?
This is your book, Mark.
You're kidding.
I have it for you. I have kept it wrapped in like parchment paper. For all these years, I've kept it, and I want, do you want it back?
Wow.
I would love to send it back to you. But anyway, I have your book. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
God.
Yeah, I kept it.
What book was that?
It is called, I should know,
Is that Creator?
it's The Golden Force.
Oh my God. No, I have a copy, so
The
I
Golden
don't need it.
Force. And you lived on Oakley in Chicago.
That's
It's
right.
Right there on there.
The
Yeah.
Order House. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been taking good care of it with all the moves I've
You
made.
should, yeah, read it.
I have.
All right, great.
I love the
Any-
bit about musicians at the end. It's really wonderful. So anyway. So
All
my
right.
dear Mark, whatever you see, man and woman upstairs.
Can you tell me any particular thing you would like me to work with, Sherry?
I have just learned several weeks ago. I have a traffic jam. I have an Italian traffic jam happening in my left breast.
In your left foot?
My left breast.
Okay. All righty.
And
Have it,
it's
you
been
finish first. I'm sorry.
I had a blood test and cancer markers came, which of course I have. What's that? But it's I'm blocked. I'm just blocked. And
All right. Understand that
whatever you see, blessing is beautiful.
understand that you're not really blocked. We have log jams within us, and there's still life force flowing through. It's like a beaver with a dam. There's still water coming through, and that's the same with our bodies.
Okay.
So that means there's life there. If you had a blockage, say in your arm would shrivel up and fall off.
Yeah.
If you had a blockage in your heart, you'd be dead.
Right.
And so you have a log jam. And so there's life force flowing through, and please keep that in mind too. And what your focus can be on in life is to watch good blood flow, watch things, changing from shadow to light to clarity. You wouldn't be able to see, if you imagined it, you wouldn't be able to see shadow or darkness unless there was light behind it. It's not possible.
Yeah.
So understand that. And so I'm going to work with that, and let's see what we can do.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go, my dear.
Thank you.
Is Pat there?
Bless you, Mark. Thank you.
I'm wondering how Pat, her hands and her neck feel now, if it's any different or the same or worse or better.
She had to go to the bathroom.
Okay,
She'll be back in a minute.
all right, no problem. All righty.
Mm.
And Julie, please, anything in particular you would like me to work with on?
Yes, please. My left eye. I'm having issues, having some challenges, and they're talking surgery, and that's just not happening. So
Okay. What kind of symptom are you having?
it's just blurriness. I can't see to drive at night, that kind of stuff. And I know a lot of people, my niece is like 27 years old and she can't see to drive at night. So, but that's all well and good, but it's this eye is that's the real challenging one. So anyway,
Okay,
I
thank you.
appreciate it.
Sure.
My left, you're right.
Right, exactly. I'm so dyslexic. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Left.
I'm totally known to be dyslexic and not to remember. Okay. All right. All right. And please do keep me updated.
I got to tell you something weird. I felt this weird, and I don't know how to describe it. It was like this pressure. It was almost like like scar tissue or something. It felt like thick and pressure.
And
And
did
I
it
was like,
dissipate?
yeah, just a couple seconds ago. Yeah. Okay, that's really weird. And I caught myself and I'm like, what about your right eye? How's your right eye? My right eye felt nothing. But no, there was like, it was just like this. It was like a gash almost.
I understand. I
So
understand.
I'm glad you do.
I want, it's so important for everyone to understand, I'm not agnostic. I'm Gnostic. I love God with all my heart. And so what I do is I pray within myself in working with a person, an individual, any individual, that I can heal that person, but as I'm doing it, it's leaving room for the love and the health and the healing of that person by God to move in and to take over in my prayers within myself. And so I just wanted to express that. I'm
Thank you
doing the
very much.
healing. Yeah. And I'm doing the healing, but God is coming in and fulfilling it. So, all right. Patty, my dear friend. Hi.
Mark. I would like help with, please. I've been experiencing soreness on all the joints in my hands. They get so tight that they literally cramp up. So I'm guessing overuse, and I'm trying to be conscious of keeping my hands open instead of keeping them like this.
Yes. When you keep them like this, it's creating a pattern within you, even when you
Correct.
sleep.
Correct. I've been very conscientious of that for weeks, but they are cramping and freezing in position
Yeah,
at times.
I understand.
Mhm.
And it's important, even when you sleep, to have your hands like this or underneath you to keep them straight. And that creates a greater pattern for blood flow and life force to move through you.
Mhm.
And it won't replicate the pattern of the cramping and everything. And you'll notice that after a couple of weeks, if you do it religiously, it'll start to feel a little bit better. But another dynamic that's happening is some of this is being fed by your neck.
That makes sense.
And so I'm going to work with both being the same. Okay, hon?
Thank you.
All right, Patty. I don't know. I don't remember. Do you notice anything right away, or is it always the next day, or what?
So it varies, but I did feel I had my hands on top of one another and they automatically started moving apart and just relaxing like rubber.
Okay, cool. Do
And
you,
I felt something here too.
okay, good. And where it's coming from actually is I don't know what the vertebrae are called. There's one
Yeah.
all the way up by the skull, and then it goes all the way down to 7 where the prominent vertebrae sticks out. Do you know what that's called, Mike? A T7 or C7? I'm sorry, your mic is off.
C7.
T7. So it's in between um, T1 and T7. I think it's the 4th vertebrae down. If you press on it, you'll see that it's tender in there, Patty. Is that correct, Mike? As far as the
Well,
name of,
from the bottom of your neck up at your cervical spine, and I forget how many vertebrae, there might be 7 of them.
yes,
Yeah.
that's what I
And
was told.
yeah, I could feel like right now there's like a little bump right between the top of my shoulder blades,
Yes.
like that level. That's where the thoracic spine starts.
Oh, okay,
And
so we're
that
talking
goes
about
down.
C, cervical,
It's
yeah.
the neck is cervical.
All right, good. All right. And so with Patty there, it's right, I don't know if you can see it above there. Was it tender in there, Patty?
Yes, and you were right, spot on. It's right underneath the skull is where the pain is starting. I'm going for some physical therapy tomorrow,
Good,
and I know
good.
that's going to help. It always does give me
Yes,
relief.
good,
But my
And-
hands feel better, looser. Thank you.
good. Do you feel the stiffness in them anymore, or the
No.
limitation?
No, I do not. This is the first time in months.
Okay, good. All right. Thanks
Thanks.
for sharing that. All righty. Julie, how's your eye? Your left eye? Can you tell if there's a difference in
It's-
it?
Mm, There might be a little difference. I'm trying to read people's names. And I
Okay,
really can't, I know that's my test.
I
But
hear you.
they're a little bit better, but I can't read the names. But
Okay,
maybe
that's
next time
fine.
I'll be able to. Yeah,
Well, let's see what happens, what transpires. And do you still feel a relief or an ease in there
I feel a little tightness. I mean, it feels very different than my right eye. Let's just put it that way.
compared to
It-
before? Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's changing. It's doing something. It's feeling weird, unusual. Let's put it that way.
All right, good. Unusual is good. I like the excitement of
Yes.
unusual. All right,
I agree.
it's the adventure of things. All right.
Something's happened and I'm thankful.
And if there's an adventure, there's a spiritual experience. So
Yes.
that's what I always, come down to delineate with. All right. Sherry, how do you feel?
I'm just laughing at the adventure of it, it's, yeah. We're gonna make a party happen here on my,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right. Ruth, how's your wrist, please?
It feels looser. So I think this is good.
Do you have other movement in there now, more or less, or the same?
Well, I can twist it easier. But yeah, we're not biking tomorrow, so we'll be biking.
Yay.
We'll be biking on Thursday when we arrive back in Chicago. So
All right. Yeah, definitely take a break tomorrow if you have the opportunity. All right, good. And it will, my perception earlier was that it's going to be stronger than the other one even.
yes,
Okay. Or whatever. That's just my, the world according to Mark, the way I perceive things. So, all right, great. Pat, I wanted to ask you, turn on your mic, hon. There you go. And do you notice a difference? Is it still numb? Is it the same or worse or better or not?
What, in my neck or my leg?
Your hands, your fingers.
No, they're kind of tingly if I keep moving them. When I do Reiki, and when I
Good.
go to sleep at night, I make sure my hands are giving my body Reiki.
Good. Excellent. Now, do you notice a difference now compared to before or before you got online? Or is it the same or worse or better?
I think it's kind of worse.
Okay. All All right. Yeah. Hey, be candid. What I'd like to do is work a little bit more, and then you can do Reiki later, which would be great.
Oh,
I'm going to work a little bit more with your numbness, okay?
okay. Thank you. And try to send the world Reiki too. They can accept it
God bless you.
or reject it, and I send it with love.
That's awesome. Perfect.
All right. Well, I've got two wonderful daughters. They taught me how.
You got it, my dear.
All
And I
right.
think that's awesome. That's
Okay,
awesome.
thank
He's
you.
gonna give you some.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How you doing, Shania? Doing pretty good?
Mike,
There you
Yep.
go.
That mute button's always a challenge.
I know, me too.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I did have like if I have some questions. If
Please.
nobody else needs any more healing. I don't want to take away any time from anyone else.
What are your questions?
Well, I was wondering if you've ever like channeled or added energy into like water or cotton or anything and found that that could be a healing medium.
Many, many years ago, I was asking God, um, show me another form of healing that I used to do but don't know. And God showed me something. I saw myself, or I saw a form of healing being used by a little country bumpkin in Europe back maybe around 1000 AD, somewhere in the forest. And this guy, he would go from hamlet to hamlet, and he had a pouch of different colored, earthen colored cloths. Some were red, some were yellow, some were green, different stains of different colors on this fabric. And I don't know what kind of fabric it was, cotton, or I don't know if it was cotton, or I think it was burlap. So what he would do, he would put it over wounds of people that that would come to him out of these hamlets, these small hamlets, and that were sick or that were injured. And he would breathe into them, and they would feel better either immediately or in a shortened period of time or over time. And they always trusted him. And he went to several hamlets doing this over the years. And so I was fascinated by this. And I asked, what is this called? And a voice said to me, it's called sufflocation. How you spell it, I don't remember. Back then, I saw how it was spelled, and I looked it up. And it was in some dictionary, really, I don't know if it was a Merriam-Webster dictionary or whatever. And it was an actual thing where someone could breathe color into a person and help them to feel better. And so I tried it at a couple healing circles in Chicago, and it worked. And so that kind of information, we have the ability, everyone, I do too, that you do too. We have the ability to perceive information if we're open enough and to find out. So the answer to your question is yes. And I don't use other forms. I just use very freely what's shown to me at any given moment, or what's told to me at any given moment. That's all I know.
Okay.
And I've asked 1,000 questions to what I refer to as God, and it will show me things and tell me things that I don't know about, and it'll elaborate on things as well that I want to know more about. We all have access to that, and it's so wanting to give, it's unimaginable. You know, it just wants to share the more open we are with it. And I totally honor that. That's my source, as it is with anyone, really.
Mhm.
All right, cool. Cool.
Thanks.
Sure. My pleasure. And I'm thankful that you're here too. Thank you so much. Ruth, anything?
Yeah, we have a dear friend who's told me that her daughter's in the hospital and since Friday, and she's just with her every day. I don't know any more details than that, but if you could do something for Talia, that would be
Talia.
lovely.
Okay. I'd love to ask a blessing on her. But please, everyone, I'd appreciate within the next 24, excuse me, 24 or 48 hours, if you can update me on how you're feeling, if you notice any changes. That would be most marvelous. And you can either email me or post it on Facebook, do whatever you want. You know, I don't care, or write me or whatever. Excuse me, I'm going totally hoarse here. All right, let me work with Talia. Please do keep me updated about her. I'd appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Oh, my pleasure, my honor. Anyone I didn't get? Did I get everyone? My God.
Would you please bless Jesse?
Sure. Any particular reason or just in general?
He's traveling again, and I'm not entirely certain where he is, and his work takes him to the UK and to Europe. And I'm not sure where he is because he's not a big communicator.
Correct, exactly.
Yeah.
And he's fine with that too. Everyone else is bent out of shape, but he's fine. All right, I'll ask a blessing on him.
Thank you.
All right, you got it, my dear.
Thank you.
All righty. Please don't forget about the appointments, everyone, and the workshops coming up. Everything's on the workshop, excuse me, on the website, and all the events, etc., for this month coming. And let's see what else. Donations, please, if it's within your heart to gift. There's a tab at the bottom if you want to. Other than that, any final questions or comments that I can try to answer? Anything, anyone?
Just thank you.
Please understand that you may experience something right away. You may experience something within 24, 48 hours. And I'm just trusting of the old man or woman upstairs. And I've worked with 25 to 35,000 people and taught over the past, I don't know how many years, and publicly 30, something like that, 35. And so, you know, that's my experience in hearing things from people. So, any case, all right. You're doing good, Patty. How do you feel in your fingers and hands, please?
They feel very different. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Do you notice, very candidly, do you notice a difference in the way they move and spread?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. All righty.
Thank you, Mark.
Ruth, how you doing? Last question.
Yeah, my arm feels better, my wrist feels better, so.
Okay, good.
Hey, one more little thing.
Sure.
This pressure that here, okay, it's like traveling down my neck. Just. a
It's
little-
trying to get out of Dodge.
It's trying to get, it feels like a big worm or something underneath my skin instead it's moving. It's a little creepy. I know, Mike, I'm with you. It's creepy. But no, but anyway, eye pressure update. Yes.
And Julie is a very logical person too. I know her. So
You guys, I'm an auditor. I'm an auditor for a living.
all right.
So, but I love this.
Yeah, it's trying to get out of Dodge.
Yeah. You've talked about log jams before, and I'm like, all right.
All right, my dear.
There are
Everyone,
many
thank you.
I
And
feel-
please join us next week or whatever event. Blessings. Thank you so much.
Thank
God
you,
bless
Mark.
you, Mark.
Thank you, Julie.
Mark.
Hey, Julie, I'll see you at the Healing Circle in Scottsdale.
On Friday. Yep, will do. Okay.
Looking forward, everyone. Bye.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye,
Mark.
Mark.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye, Nini.
Thank you.